What's up, y'all? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. All right. Oh, man. All those people whining and complaining and calling JASMY liars because they hadn't locked up any tokens yet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, how about that in your face? How about that? Huh? Guys, seriously. Seriously. This is why I've been saying for the last, 2 weeks, when all these people have been freaking out, calling JASMY liars, and where's the lockup? Where's the lockup? Now, please, the next time you feel impatient because the company's not doing what you want them to do when you want them to do it, next time you're ready to call them liars, sit back, zip it, put your keyboard away, and be patient, right? Again, JASMY comes through and does exactly what they said that they were going to do, right? I told you guys, right? Now, I'm not here to toot my own horn. I'm here to use this as a teaching moment for the people who are freaking out and calling JASMY a liar and all this stuff, right? Chill with your bullshit, right? So, yes. Mark one more for the good guys. JASMY came through on their promise. Hara came through on his promise, just as he said he would, just like they have every single time, right? So no more. Keputs, okay? No more with the JASMY lied to me bullshit ever again. Ever again. If you're on the comment section ever again and you're saying JASMY lied because they're not doing something when you're impatient, I'm just going to delete your comments from now on and you're going to be ignored. Okay? Because it's bullshit. JASMY followed through. Absolutely. You'll love to see it, guys. Okay, let's get into the comments, shall we? Kevin, what's up, my brother? I'm first. Yeah, buddy, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. It's a good morning, man. It's a good morning. Jeremiah, what's up, man? What happened? The lockup happened, brother. The lockup has officially started. H. Barbarian, is it true the lockup officially started? Yes, it is true, my friend. It is true. Yes, sir. It happened just like you said it would. Now let's keep DCing and enjoy the summer of Sideways, and then we'll all watch that juicy JASMY fly. Yes. See, guys, listen. That's why you got to subscribe to the channel, guys. I never steer you wrong, right? I'm always honest with you. I said, JASMY, they will follow through. They did. I told you for the last 3 weeks that Bitcoin was going to drop down to 59K while everyone else was saying it was going to pump, right? Boom, dropped down to 59K. Yesterday, I told you guys it was going to pump down. It was going to drop down to around 55K, right? And it's almost down to 55. It would have dropped down to like 56. It dropped down to 56.6, right? Like, I'm always honest with you guys with where the market's going. Am I right 100% of the time? Of course not. But I am right a lot, right? And those of you who have been here for a while, you know I'm right a lot, right? I don't tell you what I think you want to hear. I tell you the truth, right? So that's why, guys, if you want accurate information, you got to hit that subscribe button. That is good. And I'm also telling you, by the way, while we're on the topic, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're probably going to see 52K. Probably. In the most extreme case I could think of, we could see 47K. and it would still be perfectly normal and okay. Now, do I think it's going to go to 47K? I really don't see it going down that far. I don't, but it is possible, just not plausible, right? However, 50 to 52, I think we're not finished yet. I still think we're going to see another leg down to around that 52 K level, 50 to 52K. So again, as I always tell you guys, be prepared with dry powder on the side. Dollar cost average. If you have money now, you've saved because we talked about it and you're ready for this dip. Dollar cost average, but keep dry powder on the side and be ready for the next leg down to 50 to 52K, because I think that's where we're going next, right? H. Barbarina, that is good. This tells how committed JASMY team is. The question is, who's holding the lockup wallet? We're going to get to that. Wes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Sam, if Rob is late, does he do 50 push-ups? I do 50 push-ups anyway, brother. I do 50 push-ups when I'm early. This DCA has been nice. Hopefully we get a week or two to load up on BTC. Yes, we're probably going to get more of an opportunity, my friend. I said 50 push-ups. Good afternoon, Shane. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Anna Marie in the house. Lewis, when we say sideways, I hope that means more sideways up diagonal. Yeah. Well, over the summer, yes, you're absolutely right, Lewis. That is how it's going to play out. Yes. It will be sideways, but in an upward trajectory, just very, very slowly grinding, right? It'll be like up 10%, down 8%, up 12%, down 10%, right? And slowly kind of upwards until we get to about October, November. And by that time, Bitcoin will have doubled in price, in my opinion, to about $124,000 to $128,000. And then we start to go parabolic. So, but we got to get this last shakeout out of the way. We got to get this flush out of the way, right, guys? Right now, you could pick almost any crypto and make good profit. Yeah, absolutely. You could pretty much blindfold yourself and throw a dart at the wall and hit a coin that's you're going to make some money on at these prices. JASMY is my only profit coin this cycle for now. Others are holding for 12 to 14 more. Okay. So you're holding long term. Damn. Here we go. What's up, man? Beebs, good afternoon, future crypto millionaires. Liquidity, what's up, fam? Another red day, another DCA opportunity. Absolutely. Never doubted them, to be honest. Don't understand everyone's impatience. Exactly. Guys, listen, even Jesse told me, like we were talking, he popped into one of my streams the other day. He told me yesterday that he popped into one of my streams quietly the other day, and he said, you sound exhausted. And it's because I was dealing with so many people whining and complaining and attacking JASMY, saying that they lied. It was so exhausting, man. It was. But I stayed true to it. Right? Now we can complain about the PDL for Android users. JASMY scam. Yeah. One more fire to put out, right? No, it is important that they do as they say. They said April, now it's May. Not really an issue, but you're splitting hairs, man. You're splitting hairs. If you're going to whine and complain about that, you should probably get out of JASMY, man. That's ridiculous. You're complaining about like a 12-hour difference. We are like not even 12. We're 11 hours into May. 11 hours. And you're saying that they didn't follow through on their word. I hope you're being sarcastic. I really hope you're being sarcastic. Jose, good afternoon, JASMY family. Brian, what's up, Rob Father? What's up, brother? What's up, Boomer? In Rob we trust. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We got to lock it down. How much did Grayscale dump this time? Actually, from what I'm reading this morning, I'll get into it, but from what I'm reading this morning, actually, there was another massive longs liquidation, and that's what kind of pushed us down even further. Appreciate the authenticity, Rob. Everybody overhypes and over exaggerates, which gets everybody whining. Yeah, exactly, right? I agree, liquidity. I agree. Thank you so much. I did say it was going to pump, and you embarrassed me in front of all my friends. Yeah, that's another thing. I was saying to people, like, guys, if they lock up 100 million tokens, it's not going to pump the price. It's we're talking about 100 million tokens out of a 50 billion token supply, right? And somebody actually argued with me saying, "No, it'll push the price up back over 2 cents, man. It'll do it. It'll do it." Guys, listen. Like, no, no. Right? I'm always honest with you guys. I'm always honest. It's locking up 100 million tokens is not going to move the price of it. The point of the lockup is to boost the price of JASMY over the next couple of years. That's the point of it. Like 100 million a month. Well, by the time we get to the bull run of 2029, they will have locked up something like 16% of the supply just in this, right? That's not including the PDL lockups or anything, right? So it's a bigger picture. That's why when people get all anxious and upset about, whether they locked it up at April 30th at 11:59 p.m. or May 1st at 11 a.m., you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really upset about here, kind of thing, right? It's not going to boost the price of anything, so chill out. Great summer incoming. October will be to the moon. Yes. I'm going to spend all summer with my feet up, guys, in my spare time with my feet up, just enjoying the summer, knowing what's coming in the fall, knowing that this bull run's coming in the fall, and how much money we're all going to make. It's going to be just sweet to just sit there and just wait it out, man. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. Grayscale, dump more, please. I need lower prices. I think we are. Like I said, I'm calling for about 52 to 55K, or 50 to 52K. I mean, we're already pretty much at 55K. So, and I think that should be just about it. When we get down to that level, we'll obviously have to reassess. But 50 to 52K, I think, is about as low as we're going to go. We might wick down lower, but I think that's where we're going to find our support finally on this pullback, because that would be close to 40%. Just like in 2017, when we pulled back about 38% 2 weeks after the halving. This is perfectly in line with the 2017 bull run, guys, because like I said, 14 days after the Bitcoin halving, the market dumped 38%. 14 days later, right? We are right now, I think 11 or 12 days after the halving, right? And we've pulled back. If we pull back down to 52-ish, well, then we'll be at about 40% of a pullback. And then we should start to see our V-shaped recovery, right? So it's perfectly in line with the last bull run. For anybody out there panicking, going, oh, it's falling, it's falling. This is exactly what happened in 2017, right? So keep that in mind. And what happened in 2017 in the bull run, right? Made a lot of millionaires. So hold strong. Hold tight. Beebs, hey, Rob. I'm not a TA expert. However, it seems that XCN may have bottomed. Thoughts? If Bitcoin pulls down to 50 to 52, I think that XCN will pull back even further, brother. All the alts will. I think JASMY will fall down to that 1 cent 2 level, probably. It's a pretty strong support level there. I mean, JASMY's held up pretty strong considering it's still 1 cent 5. So it has support at 1 cent 5, 1 cent 4, and 1 cent 2. So I think it'll get caught at about 1 cent 2 if Bitcoin pulls back to 50 to 52K, which would lead, like, XCN would probably drop down. What are we looking at right now? Like a tenth of a cent. It'll drop down probably maybe 307, 308, something like that. It was where it would probably bottom if Bitcoin does take that last leg down, which is a fantastic dollar cost averaging opportunity. And I'm going to jump all over that shit, man. Simon, hey, Rob. So with Fed, what happens if Powell cuts rates or doesn't? What will the market do? Well, first of all, in the short term, he's not going to cut rates. We're not going to get a rate cut until closer to the end of the year, if we get one at all this year, right? So I think right now, I don't think we'll see too much. We'll see a little tiny bit of volatility, but for the most part, I think that it's priced into the market already, that we all understand that we're not getting a rate cut till at least September at the earliest, right? So there might be a little bit of volatility because of that, but not as much as you would think. And the market generally already accepts that we're not seeing any rate cuts till the latter half of the year. So this is great news. I wonder why the circulating supply does not reflect on exchanges. Is this a leg in? Well, no, it's just because, like, you have to understand, okay, that crypto.com, or sorry, crypto.com, CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, these are just separate website companies, right? That basically what it comes down to is whenever they get around to updating it is when they get around to updating it, right? There's no one holding them accountable for making sure that they do it, right? They're not obligated. To be honest with you, they're not obligated at all to alter the supply on their website, right? There's no one there to keep them, hold their feet to the fire and make them do it. That's why sometimes you'll see on X, you'll see, like, I remember Veracity community had to harass CoinMarketCap for like ever to get them to correct the circulating supply and the max supply and stuff like that on CoinMarketCap. So they're just separate entities that just whenever they realize it and get around to it, that's when it happens. It doesn't mean you should take it as 100%, right? So wonder what will hit BTC's price wise this summer. Well, like I said, a pull down to around that 50 to 52K. And then hopefully from there, we start to see work our way back upwards. In the last two cycles, guys, Bitcoin, 6 months after the halving, Bitcoin had doubled in price, right? And so far, up to this point, for the most part, the cycle has played out exactly how it has in the past, right? So, I mean, take that for what you will, right? Hang on a second. So yeah, take that for what you will. Death Bank in the house. What's up, man? The WSMGN was good on JASMY to the moon. Easy Marine, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Riding the cycle in the gym right now. Nice, my man. I got to get to the gym this afternoon, actually. I missed yesterday. It was a busy day. Yes, I had 3 live streams. I streamed for a total of 7 hours yesterday. So, yeah, it was a long day for me. Maltasanti, what's up, buddy? Lots of fear going around. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. That means it's almost time for the market to go up, right? So that is a very, very good thing. You love to see that. The more fear, the more people getting shaken out, the better it is. The better the chances are that the market is getting ready to do something spectacular. Like I said, guys, in 2017, we saw a 40% pullback, and then we saw a pretty sharp V-shaped recovery shortly after, right? So, in my opinion, that's what comes next. We just got to finish this shakeout. We got to finish this bottoming out, 50 to 52K probably. And then, then we'll start working our way upwards. So, Alistair, great news, Rob. If BTC was bullish, JASMY would be flying right now, and will do as soon as BTC. Absolutely, man. These are great opportunities to dollar cost average, guys. You really, whatever altcoin it is that you want a dollar cost average into, you really at this point almost can't go wrong, right? I mean, like HBAR just pumping for no reason. You've got like Swift Coin, guys. Like a lot of people tell me they want to get Swift Coin. They want to fill up, top up their bags with JASMY, right? 1 cent 5. There you go, man. XCN. There's some good opportunities. Proppy, right? Proppy 2 cents 3. Farm right now, man. I got to get some farm. I haven't picked any. I picked a little bit up, not too much, but SCI network 50 cents. There's some fantastic opportunities right now, guys, and I hope I've been telling you guys for a couple weeks to make sure you had dry powder on the side. I hope you guys were listening. I hope you guys did it, right? Because you're about to make some great profits as a result. Brian, I completely respect your experience and knowledge, my guy. Friends for life. Absolutely, brother. I got you. I can't wait to organize something. I really do think, guys, that we should organize something after this bull run is over, some sort of a party in Vegas or somewhere, right? Even, I mean, we'll bring the, we'll bring the party to Max. We'll go to Arizona and we will party with Max. He'll just hear his doorbell and there'll be like 3,000 of us outside his door. We came to party, Max. Alistair, Jasmy's held price better than so many alts. Yes, it has. It is held. And it's funny because when Jasmy was doing all the consolidating around 1 cent 2, 1 cent 4, 1 cent 5, 1 cent 6, 1 cent 7, a lot of people were frustrated and upset. And they were like, man, like, why are we here so long? That's consolidating. That is building up these support levels, guys. That's what that point was. Now, Jasmy, as a result, with all of this dropping going on, Jasmy's holding these support levels really, really well. Look how long it took for Jasmy to fall below that 1 cent 7 level. It took an extreme fall in Bitcoin to finally break it through there, right? So that's why it's important to stair step your way up and build those support levels. If Jasmy had not built those support levels between like a 1/6 of a cent and almost 3 cents, then it would have plummeted all the way back down to like a 1/6 of a cent again, right? So support levels, very, very important. Lockup is security. How the price would boost is whales activity. Easy math. Just bought 10,000 more pith. Nice. That is a nice bag of pith, man. Congratulations on that, William. Smart move, in my opinion, brother. Fantastic. Rob, it was never about the 100 million being locked up. That's a drop in the bucket, but it's the principle of following through. And they say that, yes, I agree with you. The problem with that thesis is that Jasmy has never, ever not followed through on anything they've ever said that they were going to do up to this point, right? So to sit there and call them liars the second they're not doing something when you want it done, right, is insanity at its finest. First of all, right, they deserve the benefit of the doubt 100% because of that. They have zero history of not following through on their promises. And yet, the second people get impatient, they act like Jasmy has a history of lying to them, first of all. Second of all, right, and I've used this before, this is the business world, right? This is the business world. If Apple is launching a line of laptops and they announce tomorrow that, our laptops that were supposed to come out in May, we got to push back the release of these laptops until June, right? That doesn't mean that Apple lied to the community, right? In the business world, things get pushed back all the time. It's perfectly normal, right? And anyone who's experienced in investing, even in stocks, this happens in stocks all the time. People buy into stocks because the company's getting ready to launch some new software, some new product to the market, and it gets delayed. You don't see these professional investors online saying, Apple lied to me, right? That's a very, very childish mentality to have. It's not, that's the thing, right? About accredited investors. They say, well, listen, to be an accredited investor, it frustrates me because I hate the concept of saying you have to already be rich to be an accredited investor. But the reason that they say is that the general population is not mature enough for that kind of market, right? For the pre-ICO market. And being in crypto should show you that they're absolutely right, that the general retail public is not mature enough for that. Look how they behave with crypto, which is kind of like a caveat to the pre-ICO market, right? The whining and complaining and harassment of the companies because the companies, something happens and they have to delay something. Like, It's not a lot of people are built for it. And I totally understand when they say that the general retail market is not mature enough to invest in like pre-ICOs and stuff like that. I totally agree with that. You see it every day on X, on Twitter, or on Crypto X, right? With that attitude that people have, right? They don't understand the concept that sometimes companies have to push certain things back, and it's perfectly normal and acceptable in the business world for that to happen. Because guess what? Not everything happens exactly as planned. If you've ever done any kind of carpentry work or labor work on your home or anything like that, you sit there and you go, yeah, this is going to take me about 10 hours. And it ends up taking you a week. This never happened to you before. You know what I'm saying? Like, things don't exactly work out all the time the way that you exactly plan them to. And that doesn't make you a liar, right? So there's a much, much broader picture at play here than that. Rob, could you explain to us how the bull run in 2021 was like? I want to know how you felt and also what you saw when the real crypto bull run started. Well, like my experience, I mean, it was a very confusing bull run because it was a double top. It was different than 2017 in that way, right? We actually ended up seeing a double top instead of the one single blow off top. We ended up seeing two, right? So that confused a lot of people because we see one blow off top, market comes down a bit. A lot of people took their profits, started exiting, and then boom, it went up again a few months later, right? Later that year. So it was definitely a very, very confusing time. And this time's no different. This time's no different, right? I honestly think I have a video coming out about it probably tomorrow, but I think that we're going to do a mixture of both market cycles, 2017 and 2021, where we had that 40% pullback in 2017 and then a V-shaped recovery. But I think that we're going to combine that with the double top. I think we're going to have a double top this bull cycle like we did last time. Probably sometime near the end of this year, we're going to see a top. And then we're going to pull down. And then I think later into next year, we're going to see the double top take place, probably in like Q2 of next year, right? And I think it's going to confuse a lot of people. So that's why I say when you sell, maybe, keep some moon bags and stuff like that. Because if we do see a double top bull run like we did in 2021, there's still some opportunity out there, right? So, so that was kind of my experience. It was very, very, and listen, there's another thing that I would mention about 2021 as well, that I want you guys to kind of make sure you're paying attention to. And that is that the euphoria can get insane, my friends. It can get insane. Everywhere you look, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be all over crypto Twitter, all over YouTube. People are going to be telling you, when we're near the top, you're going to be seen everywhere. We're not at the top. Don't sell, right? And they're going to start spitting out ridiculous prices and stuff like that all over the place, right? You have to be careful of that because a lot of people end up getting sucked in and getting greedy. And they'll say, like, for example, if you're holding JASMY and JASMY's at $1 and you're seeing all over online, people are saying like, hey man, JASMY's going to $5, don't sell, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to see everywhere. No, don't sell. JASMY's going to $5. You're not going to sell, and JASMY go to $1, and it's going to crash like 80%, 90%, right, into the bear market. And they're going to be like, shit, why didn't I sell at $1? Because euphoria can get the best of your greed, right? So you have to be careful of that. You have to be a part of a community that's going to steer you in the right direction in the peak euphoria of a bull run, right? I'm telling you, you might think you got it locked down right now and that you got it all under control. But guys, when everything around you is telling you that things are going higher, that's like the time to sell, right? So you got to be ready for the bull run. That's what happened in 2023 or 2021. I mean, sorry. Everyone was calling it. BitBoy was on his channel all the time, every day, saying Cardano to $10, right? Bitcoin to $300,000, $400,000, $1 million, right? And then everything came crashing down to the bottom, right? So make sure you take your profits. Make sure you have an exit plan. If you don't have one and you need that help, guys, click the link in the chat or click the join button to become a member of the channel, because that's what we're going to be doing in the peak of the bull run, is helping everybody dollar cost average their way out of the market, right? So Make sure you join the member side for that. JASMY is surprisingly holding on, considering the blood in the streets. Yes, it's holding very, very well. Very, very well. I agree. That 1 cent 5.5 level is holding strong. Saturday will mark 3 years since I started in crypto. Nice. So you came in like just near the top of the last cycle then, right? Something like that. At the end of the day, all these projects are just lines of code. They treat it like they're trying to get to Mars here. US holds the third most BTC. That says all we need to know about BTC. It's finding the legits that will pay off too. Absolutely. Run my crypto in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. What's up? 2-1 win. Yes, 2-1 win, baby. Game 6. We're forcing game 6, man. Last chance to build wealth after this period. It's buying the tops. Yes, exactly. You can either dollar cost average through the summer of sideways and make some profits, but after that, it's time to sit on your hands. Absolutely. And watch the market go parabolic, right? That's what, guys, I was talking about it the other day. As a Christmas time, this year is going to be fantastic because Q4 is when the parabolic part of the market starts, right? So all of your portfolios, if you're dollar cost averaging right now into solid projects, right, then by Christmas time this year, you should have your feet up on a stool, sipping on your eggnog, watching your portfolio is going to be massively in the green, right? And you're just going to sit there, soaking it in and enjoying it, guys, right? It's going to be a great feeling this year. I can't wait to hear all the happy stories at Christmas time. Just added more money to my account to DCA. Now it's going to stay there till BTC reaches 52K. I listened to Rob. No financial advice, of course. Absolutely, man. Like, listen, it's a good opportunity right now to dollar cost average. All I'm saying is make sure you save a little bit in case we do see it drop down to that 50 to 52K level, because I really do believe we have a little bit further down to go, right? So dollar cost average now is what I would say, but also save some for lower prices just in case, right? You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You stay ready so that you don't have to get ready, right? Lewis, Rob, would you not expect the top to be less given the ETFs, so not quite 40%? Obviously, it's all speculation anyway. Oh, the drop. Sorry, I read that as top. No, because of the outflows, right? We're still seeing a lot of outflows from Grayscale. So you have to take that into consideration. We haven't had any inflows from the US in about 5 days now. So I still don't understand why anybody's selling anything. Panic and emotion, right? Institutions will control crypto going forward. They will wreck the emotional crypto trader. Absolutely, Ted. Absolutely, man. If you don't have your head on a swivel and you don't have your emotions under control in this market, Todd is absolutely right. Institutions will absolutely destroy you and your portfolio. They will rob you blind with their market manipulation. You have to get your emotions in check and get your thought process in line with theirs. And what I mean by that is put your pennies where they put their dollars. Don't give a crap what these institutions are saying. When Jamie Dimon's on TV calling crypto a scam, pay no attention to it. Do some research into what they're doing, what JP Morgan is doing as a company. The last time he was on TV calling crypto a scam, he was behind the scenes tripling his digital asset department, right? So why would you triple your digital asset department behind the scenes if you legitimately think that digital assets are a Ponzi scheme and you had no intention of being involved in them, right? Always watch what they're doing with their money, not what they're saying on national television, right? Because they're just trying on national television to buy your crypto at these low prices off of you. And then they make money and you sell red, right? They will leave you dripping from your little poopy panties, right? So, Danny, what's up, buddy? Baby G in the house. What's up, man? Is this lockup the same thing that happened to Cardano? It's similar. Listen, so what JASMY's doing with this lockup, no. This is JASMY as a company locking up tokens, okay? What happened with Cardano is a TVL, right? It's people locking their own tokens up, like you and I, right? Now, in saying that, also the answer is yes, because the PDL, to utilize the PDL, you have to lock up your token. So they are, in fact, going to have a 75%, which is the target. I'll show you, actually. Let me show you right now. I'll show you what their target is, okay? You're going to love this. You're going to love it. Trust me. Trust me, bro. All right, so we're going to blow this up. Check this out. This is the target that they're talking about, okay? Right here. So right here, Q4 is the target of what we're talking about. So what we're seeing is the green here, 14 billion, is the amount of tokens out of 50 that they want to have in circulation, which basically means on exchanges, and you and I as holders, right? People who are holding it, those tokens are technically in circulation, even though you and I are holding them, okay? So 14 billion of the total supply, of the max supply out of the 50 billion, right, would be in circulation. And the 36 billion down here is what they plan on having locked up. As you can see here, orange is used for utility and lockup. So the lockup, they want to have 36 billion locked up TVL, okay, which is similar to what Cardano did, which leaves 14 billion tokens in circulating supply. Now, what do you think the price is going to be with only 14 billion tokens in circulation, right? Insanity, absolutely insanity compared to what the price is right now. That is why I'm only selling 50% of my bag in the peak of this bull run and holding on to the rest, right? So, this is the goal, so that you know. So yes, it's similar. There's two different kinds of lockup. One, Jasmy's locking up tokens, and two, the TVL per Cardano in the last bull run. So combined 75% TVL equals very easily new all-time highs for Jasmy. So hopefully that will help you out a little bit. Rob, can you clear this up? Aerodome versus Velodrome. They're on the same team, do pretty much the same thing, but Aerodome is a fork of Velodrome. Why have the two? Probably because of a difference of opinion on the teams and stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, some of the team wants to go and run one direction, and the other leadership of the team thinks they should stay on course. So usually you'll get some sort of a difference of opinion, and you'll see some sort of a fork. For me, I would usually stick with, just my personal opinion, I would stick with the original project instead of going on to a fork of it. So yeah, that's what all I can see in terms of that. That's why I would see that happening. That's kind of like what happened with, like, let's say Ethereum, right? Didn't they have like didn't they have a fork? Or you got Bitcoin Cash, right? You got these other forks, similar things, right? I agree with you though. I don't know why they wouldn't just do with like what Charles Hoskinson did, right? He just, instead of trying to go in a different direction, went off left and made Cardano, right? So it just makes more sense to do that, in my opinion. Jasmy, let's go to Hawaii. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Party in Hawaii. Mary, you nailed it, Rob. Great DCA for me. Absolutely, man. I'm glad that I could help you out. Liquidity, you're streaming the Powell meeting, Rob? I can. What time is it at today? What time is it at today? I don't even know. Let me know what time it's at. And yeah, if you want me to stream it, I will definitely stream it. It is like you said, though, Rob, they just barely missed the window. So if that truly triggered you, then not sure what to tell you. The market won't follow through or wait on you either. Okay. It better stop dumping. I can't walk away from a great deal, but this is ridiculous. Now I have 6 million Jasmy. I couldn't help myself. I think we got further to go, Crypto Queen. I think we got a little bit more to go. Just got 400 worth of Swift. That takes me up to 496,000. Nice, Danny. Nice, brother. That is what I call a win, my brother. That is a win. People think serious projects are child's play. Many great projects are currently underrated. Just watch Casper, Cardano, XDC, and many others. Same thing happening with JASMY, but that will change soon. And that's the thing, like, exactly. Cardano is a perfect example. Cardano is late on almost every single upgrade they have. Every single one they've ever had for Cardano has been late. And the community gets frustrated. However, when they finally launch their upgrades, it's always quality work, right? So do you want it done right? Do you want it done fast, or do you want it done right? Cardano is a perfect example, man. Thank you so much for that. Exactly. Pew Pew, Rob, just joining. What's your prediction for the floor for JASMY here? Probably somewhere around 1 cent too. Like I said, if we see Bitcoin pull back down to about 52 to 55K, we'll probably see about a 1 cent too JASMY, which is a great opportunity to fill those bags up, man. 2021 bull run was so fast. Yeah, it happened fast. It felt fast. I agree 100%. You know, it probably felt fast because it was a double top though, right? So it was like it was up, then it was down, then we had that second one, right? So instead of lasting a while, it was kind of like, it was a weird kind of, you know, weird kind of one. Dogecoin to 10 cents in January 2021. I feel like is when really started last cycle. Yeah, I mean, is Dogecoin 10 cents right now? Where's Dogecoin? Dogecoin. Yeah. Oh, it's 12 cents. Yeah, I could see it pulling back to 10 cents though. Yeah. Altcoin King, Rob, why is everyone so pumped up with the lockup? This is not a burn mechanism. No, I agree. Because, well, listen, the lockup, this is why they're pumped about the lockup. The chart I have on the screen right now is their goal, right? Their goal is to have 36 billion locked up and out of circulation, only 14 billion in circulation, which would jack the price up definitely past all-time highs. But the problem with that is that it is an accumulative effect over time. Like, we're talking 2030 or 2029, the next bull run. The problem is a lot of people were expecting 100, because these other channels, man, I'm telling you, it drives me nuts. These other content creators, they start telling people that 100 million tokens locked up and the price is going to jack up to 10 cents. And then people expect that, and then they get pissed off when it doesn't happen. That's why, right? You get people misleading for clickbait and for views, right? And I was telling everybody for the last like 4 days, I was saying, guys, 100 million lockups not going to move the needle on the price. And people were like, oh, you're wrong. Yes, it is. You don't know what you're talking about. It's going to jack the price up over 2 cents because of some mathematical equation that they made up and typed out, right? And it didn't happen. Just like I said, it wouldn't happen, right? So yeah, the lockup is good over time. It's extremely positive, right? Over the next couple of years. But in the short term, it's not going to move the needle on the price, right? It's accumulative. I think it adds up to like 1.2% per year or something like that they're locking up. That's not including the PDL. That's just JASMY locking up. So by like 2029, 2030, you're looking at something like, I think it's like 14% or something locked up just from JASMY. So it's going to take time. Galaxy Shooter, I think with the economic catastrophe that's happening right now, people are betting more on crypto. And when things don't happen fast, people get impatient a lot faster. Crypto is about patience. I agree 100%. And people hear, right? People hear from friends or online. They hear about some story about someone who put $500 into a meme coin and made $8 million or something. And they're like, well, I could get rich in 2 weeks buying crypto. And then when it doesn't happen in 2 weeks, and they get pissy, right? So I agree, Galaxy, 100%, man. Cheeks in the house. The majority of the crypto market is completely uneducated and inexperienced. The whining and BS is inevitable. The investors of today are babies compared to educated investors before. Yeah, and exactly. That's exactly it. Supposedly shaping up for the $205,000 average BTC by the end of the cycle. Grain of salt for you all. Yes, exactly. I mean, you've got Plan B calling for like a $300,000 Bitcoin, but I would take a $205,000 Bitcoin. 100%, I would take that. That would be fantastic. You know what the altcoin prices would be in the blow off top if we had a $205,000 BTC? Absolutely, man. That's when I started in crypto and I made big money by accident holding a $500,000 Doge back then. Nice. Nice. That's how it happens, man. Sun is hot. What's up, man? Good to see you. John, anyone still crying about the lockup? Those people who were crying about the lockup, now they're quiet. They're very, very quiet right now, right? So I like to sit on my hands until they fall asleep and then touch them. Pretend it's stranger danger. Stranger danger. How fast do crypto prices go up in the bull run? I've heard for crypto, the prices go up very, very aggressive. They do. They go up very aggressively. They go up very, very fast. Could take a week for your project to pump, and reach its top. Could take 2 or 3 weeks. Could take a month. But either way, it moves up very, very aggressively. I remember very vividly when I was holding Shiba Inu in the last bull run. I put $800 into it, and then like every day for like 10 days, it was up like $1,000 a day or something like that. And my $800 in Shiba Inu turned into like 10 grand, and then I just cashed it out. And then the next day it dropped by 40%. So I cashed out like right at the top, just out of pure luck, right? So absolutely, man. It goes up it can be very, very fast. That's why you got to be ready. You got to have your head on a swivel. Do as I say, not as I do. Elvis, Jasmy max 10 cents. Okay. Okay. Man, nice. Good afternoon, Jasmy Scam family. Jasmy Scam. I covered it 2 years ago. I was called speculator. It's now relevant. The search paid off. Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate your graph here, man. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Shared it on the Discord. Nice. Danny in the house. Michael, would selling 20% of Jasmy at 20 cents give me 10x total investment on my project be a good idea, or should I wait to sell at higher prices and start selling bit by bit? That's entirely up to you, Michael. But what I would say is you'd have to take into consideration, like for me personally, as an example, if I'm expecting $1 for Jasmy, okay, well, then I'm probably going to sell about 10% of my bag at about 46 or 47 cents, right? And then I'm going to wait till it gets to about 53 cents. And then I'm going to sell another 10%. Then I'm going to wait till it gets to like 66 cents. And then I'm going to sell another 10% of my bag. I'm going to do that all the way up, starting at around between 40 and 50 cents. If I think it's going to $1. If you think it's only going to 60 cents, then starting to sell a little bit around 20 cents is a good idea for you based on where you think the target price is going to go, right? So that's how I would play things if it was me. Jasmy Scam. Milos, you forgot to mention Spell. I love how Ondo is doing its own thing, essentially not affected by BTC. Is it doing its own thing right now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Ondo. Where is Ondo? It's not really pumping. Oh, it's 2%. That's not bad. I would love to see Ondo crash to like 20 cents so I could just like fill a massive bag up. Finally caught one of your streams. Nice, Palakalava, man. Nice. Happy 1 year. Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Beebs, Rob, sometimes it's best to step away from the FUD on social media when things go south. People love to spread BS, especially when things look grim. Know what you hold and know why you hold it. Yeah, I was talking to Jesse about that yesterday. It's like sometimes Jesse's like, I don't know how you're on, how you do so much work online. He says to me, right? How I'm here so much and stuff like that. And one of the reasons, guys, is at the end of the day, a lot of you guys need answers on a daily basis as to what's going on, right? If I was to just not come online for a day, holy crap, would I have a lot of, I did that before. I remember one day I ended up working the entire day. I couldn't come and do any streams or any videos. And I started getting some very aggressive comments from people like, holy smokes, man, I was looking forward to your videos today and there's nothing here, which is a compliment and I appreciate. But if I was to take a day off and not come in and do any videos or streams, people would lose their freaking minds. Right? Trust me. That was the shortest bull run in history. Hey Rob, I thought the last bull cycle really started back in January of 2029. Doge ran from 7 cents to 10 cents overnight because of Robinhood. Oh yeah, that'll happen. Listings in a bull run definitely more effective. So there's rumors that lots of first world countries like in Asia, in Europe, are filing BTC and ETH ETFs. Could Bitcoin go to 500K? I mean, I don't know. I think we're looking at a top for Bitcoin somewhere between that 200 to 300K. In my opinion, I think that's where it'll top out. It's just, it can only go so high per 4-year cycle, right? I do believe, though, if we do hit around 300K, that we'll see close to 1 million, but probably somewhere between 800, 900,000 in the next bull run, right? Like 5, 6 years from now. That's why I buy a lot of Bitcoin with my profits in the bear market, because I see where it's going in the long term. What is the biggest thing Jasmy is doing for other people? I don't know. They're doing a lot of things for people. I mean, I guess one of the things you could say, I mean, they're doing a lot. They're doing, they're giving you sovereignty over your own information that's being used and sold by companies like Meta and Amazon and Google and stuff like that, for starters, right? I mean, they've created a PDL, super PDL system that's going to be able to store accurately and safely medical records for people. Like there's so much. They're giving you the ability to earn on their PDL as well. So I mean, there's so much that they're really doing. Their tech, their laptops, their blockchain laptops, the Jasmy Secure PC, being able to store data safely on there and separate it securely from being hacked and stuff like this. So much. With all the ETF inflows, is this really the same kind of bull run? Seems like with institutional money, we would see higher, faster. Just wondering. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. The market, if there's one thing, I get what you're saying about how things could be different because of these ETFs, but I think the more things are different, the more they're the same, in my opinion. And I've been one of the few people saying that, like, these ETFs, like I'm seeing people say, oh, Bitcoin's not going to fall down as far in the bear market because these ETFs, right? And listen, there are some people, some companies like retirement funds, for example, that are going to buy these ETFs and hold them long term. But the big money, like a lot of these BlackRock ETF holders and stuff like that, they're all going to take profits like everybody else, right? And I've been beating on that drum because I am seeing a lot of content creators out there claiming that, the Bitcoin's not going to fall this time. The volatility is going to go away because of the ETFs. Not true. The people holding ETF, for the most part, there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, smart money is going to take their profits just like you and me. Saying that they're not going to take their profits is like saying that smart money decided to come into the space and become your and my exit liquidity, right? They're not that stupid. They're not going to do that. They're coming into this space to take our money from us. They're not coming into this space for us to take their money from them, right? It's just a matter of who's smart enough to play the same game as them and put their pennies where they put their dollars, and who's stupid enough to believe the things that they say on TV and sell low, right? Like buy high and sell low. Who's willing to do that stuff, right? It's a sucker's game, man, right? Could you describe how big this bull run will be for 2024? Like, I know you said this bull run this year will be nuts, but could you describe what you see in the future? I describe what I see in the future all the time, brother. And now listen, you have to understand that I don't have a crystal ball, right? I project Bitcoin to be somewhere between that 200 to 300K level. I know that's a wide range, but it's going to land somewhere in the middle there. Is where I think that it's going to go. I think altcoins will always outperform Bitcoin in terms of price production for the most part, right? Performance in the blow off top, and I'm speaking about percentages, right? So if Bitcoin reaches $200,000 to $300,000, altcoins are going to go absolutely ballistic, right? So because you're going to be looking at, I think you'll be looking at closer to that 10 to 12, I mean, possibly $15 trillion market cap for the whole asset class, right? A lot of that money is going to pour into the alts. And I think that over time, we're also going to slowly become more of a utility-driven asset class, which is perfect for a project like JASMY, right? Who's just chocked full of utility. So, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. What will be JASMY's next step? In which way are you asking the question? What will be their next step? Well, I mean, the next thing they have to do is they have to make the PDL available for Android users. It's already available for Apple users, but they have to make it available for Android users. They're also still trying to overcome some regulatory hurdles for the PDL in places like Poland, for example. So they have to do that. I'm sure we're going to have more partnership announcements coming out this year. But the next thing that they're doing that's big, in my opinion, is the announcement of this massive, the world's largest GPU cloud service that they're looking to launch on Junction. I think that's the next logical step forward. And I think that somehow that's going to include an incorporation of a collaboration with Sony with these PlayStation GPUs that are not being utilized, right? So that's, for me, would be the next real big thing that they're probably going to see coming out of JASMY. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, man. So yeah, guys, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. It'd be absolutely fantastic. And let's get into some of the news. We haven't even touched on any of the news today. Just a lot of questions. All right, let's get into some of this stuff. The first look at the announcement here, we got NeoSun. JASMY lockup started with BitPoint. So BitPoint is the exchange that is locking up the first 100 million tokens for JASMY. And we had talked before about how they were working in collaboration with these exchanges to lock up these tokens, right? The Japanese exchange, wholly owned by SBI Holdings, big surprise, owned by SBI Holdings, right? In association with JASMY. Go figure why some people keep calling JASMY a scam. One of the largest hedge funds in the world is involved in a Ponzi scheme. Well said, Neo. Well said, my friend. Absolutely. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. One of the world's largest hedge funds is in the world is involved in a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, exactly. They didn't do any research. They just said, hey, yeah, let's work with this Ponzi scheme, JASMY. I love that. That's awesome. And as you can see, guys, for legitimacy purposes, Hara himself has retweeted the lockup. And he says, we will plan not only to safe storage place for tokens, but also collaboration in businesses. So more things to come. Hara himself has retweeted it. So you know it's made from real Panther bits, right? As we like to say. Let's see what our dear friend Stephis Crypto says. He says, JASMY is right now testing important support on the 12-hour time frame between 1 cent 4 and 1 cent 5. Let's see if it holds support. I think it will hold support until we see Bitcoin drop down to that 50 to 52K range. So yeah, absolutely. What else do we have? Okay, so we talked about that already. So also check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. So Hara actually hopped into the Telegram today too. So KJ says, if you don't know KJ runs the official Telegram for JASMY. He says, in the Telegram community, Hara also shows up from time to time to talk to us. See, guys, for crying out loud, with the people who are saying that the company's not transparent, the man shows up in the frickin' Telegram to chat with everybody. Even he's done 4 AMAs this year, and it's only May 1st. And he's popping up in the Telegram. Like, what more do you want from the man? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going above and beyond, in my opinion, to be transparent with the community. So Hara says here, we are always looking for a flow from investors for joining the ecosystem. So again, trying to build out the ecosystem, but the tokens do not have the functionality as it is consistent trial and error process. So somebody asks him, it's time for a huge lockup action. And Hara responds and says, in such a situation, the most crypto naive people are expecting, i.e., reducing the market share lockup was realized today, and in cooperation with Bitpoint, the linkage between the official account and the ERC20 on Jasmy chain was successfully established. So people are basically bugging him now, saying they want bigger lockups, right? So it's always a moving target. It's never good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's never good enough. The poor man, the poor man. I feel bad for him sometimes with the harassment that he gets, right? Neosun says, Jasmy never does things randomly. Panasonic is a member of the Global Data Alliance, the GDA. The GDA is a coalition of companies advocating for policies that foster a safe and innovative digital ecosystem. Its main objectives are promoting high standards of data responsibility, facilitating cross-border data transfers, and building trust in the digital economy. So absolutely, man. They never do anything randomly. I agree. Everything is precise. They're like Gandalf, man. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. That's Jasmy. What else do we got? So market bloodbath of 500 million worth of crypto longs liquidated. That is why we kind of had another leg down today. So over $500 million worth of cryptocurrency long positions were liquidated recently, signaling a reversal on the cryptocurrency market. This catastrophic drop, obviously caused by Bitcoin's drop below 60K, has not only impacted major cryptocurrencies, but also caused troubles for smaller tokens. The Bitcoin chart demonstrates a severe drop below the critical support level of 60,000, cascading down to around 57. This massive sell-off triggered widespread panic, selling the liquidations. Such extensive liquidations can can't even say the word, market declines, pushing prices further down, and traders rush to close positions either voluntarily or through forced liquidations. Interestingly, while long liquidations dominated the structure of the market, the last few hours saw a noticeable increase in short liquidations as traders awaited further drops and positioned themselves in shorts with some leverage. A slight squeeze occurred. This unexpected shift led to a minor rebound in price, suggesting a short-term recovery might be possible. However, do not place too much hope in it, as it could be purely speculative. For Bitcoin, the next support level to watch is around 55K. If this level fails to hold, the next significant support lies near at 52K. Resistance, on the other hand, can be found at 60K to 63K. A break above these levels could signal a potential recovery, but the source for such a move remains unclear. The current market situation paints a grim picture for the long-term outlook. The high volume of liquidations indicates a lack of confidence among investors, which could discourage the inflow of new capital essential for sustaining higher price levels. For smaller assets like Shiba Inu, Cardano, or XRP, sentiment and investor enthusiasm the outlook is even darker. The loss of confidence in major cryptocurrency holders can ripple down, no pun intended, I suppose, on XRP, to these smaller assets, potentially leading to significant declines. Bring it on, baby. I would love to continue to fill my bags at lower prices. Yes, please. That's all I can say. Bring it on. Let me top these bags up all summer long, baby. All summer long. Because listen, if I can dollar cost average into these at lower prices into my projects I'm looking at right now, I could 2 or 3x the max of where I think my portfolio is going to go. Let's say I think it's going to go to $1 million. Let's just pick that as a random number. If I can spend this whole summer dollar cost averaging at these lower prices, I can 2 to 3x that, baby. Right? Absolutely. I am so bullish on that. I'm ready for it, baby. I am ready for the pain. Bring it on. Dump harder on me, daddy. Dump harder on me. What else do we got? So understanding Bitcoin's key price levels, the significance of the 57K bounce, which we did not see. BTC hovers near the 2-month low as the financial market prepares for the next significant economic activity in the United States. Data shows that Bitcoin's price has been unpredictable. The new lows of 56.5 on Bitstamp just hours before. And like I said, guys, be ready for 52. Be ready for 52. Have capital ready to deploy. Traders across risk markets are anxiously awaiting the Federal Reserve's upcoming interest rate announcement and subsequent press conference from Jerome Powell. This anticipation followed. What time is that at anyway, guys? Does anybody know what time that's at? I'm gonna check right now. Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm going to find out what time this is at today. Because I have no freaking idea. 2:30 p.m. EDT. Okay. So now I need to find out what time it is. EDP right now, 12. So in 3 hours. All right, guys. So in 3 hours, so that is 3:15 my time, I am going to stream Powell's announcement. Okay. I'll have a live stream going. I obviously won't be talking through it, but I'll be sitting here through most of it. So I am going to stream it. So be here for that in about 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, right? So yeah, and we'll talk about it. We'll watch what happens to the price action together. It should be a grand old time. So let's have a look over at the Dixie, just like we do every day, right? Look at that. We hate seeing this on the DXY, guys. Look at that. That was yesterday. Ugly, ugly. This is another reason that crypto is dumping, because the DXY continues its pump action, right? But it's starting to have a little bit of a correction. We need to see this completely crap the bed. So we have to keep an eye on the good old Dixie. And to follow up on the lockup, like I said before, as per HARA, the PDL is already active and available for Apple users, right? And yes, in the United States as well, right? So he said that we'd have the PDL active, and it's active. He said that they would do the lockup, and they did the lockup. So boom, Jasmy does what they say they're going to do. I will not hear any more about them being accused of being liars. I won't hear it. I'll delete your comments and ignore you if you say that anymore, because I'm tired of it, right? They've done everything they said that they were going to do. So got some bullishness for Fan X token, guys. This is one of the ones we called. I still believe in it. They're doing a little bit of a giveaway here, back with another giveaway, Telegram Premium. So definitely check that out if you want to participate. Love to see it. I think that project will do fairly well. And then here's me. People arguing over politics, me knowing it's a waste of time holding my Bitcoin, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. What else do we got? So yeah, that's basically the news that I got for you today, guys. Let's get back into the chat and see who's talking smack. Elizabeth, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, is Bitcoin really a 56K? What a dump, Rob. On point. Yeah, we called it, man. We called it, baby. Next is 52. Let's keep an eye on 52. Yesterday, right before the closing at 350, Bitcoin started to deliberately dump. I knew they wanted it at 59K at 4 p.m. Bitcoin wasn't supposed to corrupt, and it is. Yeah, that's why we just got to get our money, get our wealth, and then get out, right? And let them have it after we've bought an island somewhere. Hoping to be removed from the innovation zone in July. That would be great timing. Oh, absolutely. That'd be fantastic. So when the bull market happens, as this my first one, based on your experience, will JASMY will rise over 10 days from 3 cents to 50 cents. It'll probably take more than 10 days. I'm just saying some projects it does only take like 10 days, right? But the average is probably probably a few weeks, right? But the point of it is when it's going up like that, you don't know where it's going to stop. You're playing musical chairs at that point, right? So you want to make sure your dollar cost averaging out, taking profits along the way. Because listen, it goes up fast. It goes up fast. It comes down even faster because once everyone realizes it's topped, everyone starts trying to sell at the exact same time. And it comes down even faster than it went up. So you got to be ready for that stuff. Another crypto needs to be created that limits government institution to be involved. I don't trust BlackRock. Yeah, the problem with that crypto queen is that the government would not allow it to exist, right? It can be created till the cows come home, but as soon as the government realizes they can't get their dirty claws into it, they'll say that it's bad. They'll say it's illicit purposes and stuff like that. So not trying to be that guy, but JASMY never got down to a 1/6 of a cent. That would be a 2017 price. What you mean to say is 6/10. Okay. Sup, Rob? What's up, man? Good to see you. What do you think of the Emerald Company ticker? We brought Emerald up to the members over on the member side about a month ago. I think Emerald's going to do fantastic. It's one of our gems over on the member side, guys. If you want to get in on those gems, you got to click the join button to become a member of the channel. You get in early on these projects. I always say, guys, like one of our top calls, in my opinion, Type AI. I put $500 into that when we called it on the member side. That $500 turned into $12,000, right? That's why you want to get in on these plays early. You got to be on the member side for that. So you got to click the link in the chat or become a member of the channel for that, because it's a great opportunity that you definitely don't want to miss out on. So yeah. Give me a second here. Yep, that was a great pick. We've got tons of others too. Rob, I remember what you said yesterday about ETH. They must beat the SEC or things will get real shifty real fast. Yes, they do. They have to win that battle, guys. They have to. People might be overlooking it right now and stuff. And, the XRP community, I know there's a lot of people in the XRP community saying like, oh, it looks good on them and stuff. And I understand your sentiment. I've been a part of the XRP army since before the lawsuit. I get it. I remember all the stuff that the Ethereum community was saying about Ripple and XRP the whole time. And it does look good on them. However, unfortunately, we still have to support Ethereum in their battle against the SEC because Ethereum is a major player in this space. A lot of projects are on Ethereum, and if Ethereum goes down, it's taking a lot with it, right? So we got to support them if we care about this market. Even though they didn't support us in the XRP community, right? That it's our chance to show we're better. We're better, right? So Rob, the lockup happened officially. Yes, officially it happened. Fed meeting in 15 minutes. Is it in 15 minutes? Why is it's showing me? Oh, that's 12 p.m. Okay, I see. Hang on a second here. Stupid internet, you know? Stupid internet. $2:30 p.m. That doesn't make any sense. It's the internet's showing me that it's on at 2:30 p.m. EDP, and right now it's 12:18 p.m. there. That's still like 2 hours away. Are you sure your timing is right on that? Rob, start looking into VSG. I've looked at it a couple of times. I started leverage trading merely because I'm bored, not risking more than $400. So far, I've done well. If you're going to leverage trade, I'd probably go to the downside. I would probably short if it was me. 100 million, as Horace said. Yes, 100 million got locked up. Yes. Rob, I was checking out that 10x to 100x crypto project chart you posted yesterday that had JASMY on it for the IoT. I also noticed Veracity on there. Are you anticipating a solid? Oh, I am. I hold a big bag of Veracity. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I do. My entire portfolio, guys. I did a portfolio video, and I've posted my entire portfolio over on the Patreon. So if anybody, if you want to know kind of what I'm holding and how much of it I'm holding and stuff, you're more than welcome to jump over to the Patreon and and have a look at what I'm holding. But yeah, I do hold a lot of Veracity, and I think that Veracity is going to do absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put the link to the Patreon in the chat right now, so you can check that out if you want. Isn't the Fed meeting at 1 p.m. Central Time? That would make it about 34 minutes from now. Yeah, I'm getting like 5 different answers as to what time this meeting is at. Like, does anybody have an official, like, actual accurate answer? Because I'm going to stream it. Government buying into it. Sorry, I didn't describe it correctly. Oh, yeah. I agree with you, Crypto Queen. 2 p.m. Powell speaks. Is that 2 p.m. Central, Beebs? Or Eastern, or what time frame are we talking about? Will JASMY go up or down several times during this bull run? Just decided sell orders beforehand. Will JASMY go up and down? Oh, yes, of course it will. It will go up and down several times. Yeah. We're going to have multiple 20 to 30% probably drops throughout the rest of this bull run. It's going to happen as we work our way up, right? That happens every time. So it's never just straight up. Nicholas, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Ryan's in the house. Aloha, brother. Oh, yeah, the lockup, baby. Let's go. James in the house. What's up, buddy? Hey, Rob. We can't fall into teams and groups in crypto. Remember to rise. A rising tide lifts all ships. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so an hour. So you're saying 1 hour from now, right? The Fed meeting is at 1 p.m. Central in 30 minutes. Okay, 1:30 p.m. So I'm going to go live in half an hour, and I'm going to stream that for you guys. So FOMC is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 1 p.m. Central. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Rob, which is better setup, the crypto account for automatic sell around my price target or manually? You should be pre-setting your sell orders, because if you're asleep in the middle of the night, for example, during the bull run, and it wicks up to your price, whatever price it is that you have to sell, well, then you'll automatically take your profits when you're sleeping, right? That's what I do. Powell speaks at 1:30 p.m. Central Time in 1 hour. I'll go to Forbes to confirm. Thank you, Crypto Queen. Thank you. Usually it's Eastern Time. The Fed will announce its policy decision at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 o'clock Central. Okay, followed by Chair Powell's press conference at 2:30. So 1:30. Yeah, so it starts at 1. So I'll stream it starting in half an hour, right? Yeah, okay. What time? Sorry, what is your stance on Satoshi BTC being created by the U.S. government? I actually, you know what? If you go back to yesterday's live stream I did with Jesse, Jesse actually laid out a very compelling case for who he thinks created Bitcoin. So I would go watch the live stream I did with him yesterday. I think you'll find it very, very intriguing. Rob, I just realized you're pretty close to 5K subs already. Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. We're trying to push up to that 5K level. We're stuck at 4611 right now. We gotta keep the subscribers going here, guys, so we can push the channel up to 5K subs. So again, as always, guys, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please do us the favor. It's absolutely free to click that subscribe button and help us out. It would be absolutely fantastic of you as a human being to do that. It would be wonderful. Bring some good karma into your life, right? Do somebody a favor that costs you nothing. Hey, when do you think the crypto regulations are coming? Will it delay the bull run? No, it will not delay the bull run, in my opinion, my friend. Absolutely not. Bull run's going to come whether they like it or not. US got all the Silk Road BTC, so they hold a lot from that. Yes, they do. And we're keeping an eye on that, man. Make no mistake about it. We are watching that as well. They're not going to pull a fast one on us. The second they're thinking about moving anything, we will most definitely be all over it. All right, so what else do we got going on here, guys? So yeah, all right, so this is what I'm going to do, guys. Oh, what do we got here? Rob is the first mil. Jasmy, enough. This pullback is doing a lot of damage. 1 mil is enough for sure, but I mean, it depends on what your goals are, right? I mean, 1 million is a fantastic bag. There's people out there who ask me if 100,000 is good, right? So you're well ahead of a lot of people. So, I mean, if you're comfortable with your Jasmy bag, maybe build up a bag of something else like Swiftcoin or XCN or SEI or Propi or Taraxa, right? There's lots of other good opportunities out there, especially at these prices, right? So it depends on your comfort level with your bag, to be honest with you. But don't allow yourself to be shaken out, though, right? That's what you have to remember. These prices are down right now, but they're going to go back up. They're probably going to go lower. So be ready for that. But they're also eventually in the big picture going to go much, much higher. So don't allow yourself to be manipulated. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. I'm going to go grab something to eat. I got 28 minutes. I will be back in 28 minutes to live stream Powell's thing. So make sure you guys are here for that. And yeah, give me 30 minutes. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. Thanks for being here. Love all you guys. Jasmy did it. They locked up. The PDL's active. Boom, big things popping, little things stopping. Jack stacked and fanny packed. Let's go, baby. See you guys in half an hour.